Good afternoon. Sacred Spiritual Healer with your general message. Sorry for the delay. My dog is snoring, just a heads up. And of course it was the new moon, so it was delayed with the morning rituals. Some spell work that needed to be done. Alright. I've already cleared one more work. All the cards, meditation's done. So let's get to it. Spirit, give us true and precise messages for the overall energy for the collective, the divine masculine and divine feminine. Pulling the feminine card first, please. Divine feminine energy, please. Thank you. So the divine feminine has 2. And the divine masculine, please. Divine masculine. Get 1. The lizard. This is 2 different groups of feminines in the mix. And pretty much all the masculines are on the same page right now. As you know, with the new moon, things possibly took a change for many. I think that's why I'm hearing a lot from different ones where the feminines pulled back their energy to do some inner work, which is then causing that magnetic pull to the masculines, right? Where they need to take a look and their priorities and realize who or what they want about their connection. Alright, so the divine feminine is so one group is feeling free like Mustangs, running, know that they're adored and admired. They're feeling the 2 of Cups energy, the masculines that they are connecting with are nurturing them in its equal give and take. This is earth energy, very grounded, but in their light, in their power, listening to their intuition, their third eye is open, they see what they need to see, and they're working on their high priestess energy, manifesting, especially with the moon energy here, tying up loose ends regarding this connection. So very much in their power. So this is someone that understands the journey, understands the science behind the journey. Okay. And then we have the group of feminines that are listening to their higher self. Their third eye is open and they are keeping an eye on perhaps not only using the third eye, but still using the 3D eyes that, you know, seeing things. Sometimes it's an illusion where they're confusing what they're seeing with their third eye to what they see in the 3D, and having to still work on and realize that it's what we see is what we get, more or less. What we speak from our throat chakra, we manifest. What we see out there already, we just call in, which is through our third eye. And not worrying about what we see with our 3D eyes. Sorry, he snores so loud. sometimes it clouds their vision, that they're more focused on, you know, that the fact that perhaps they're focusing on the fact they don't see their divine masculine right in front of them. It's not, you know, they're not in union, or they're not paying attention to them and nurturing them. It's someone that's not understanding the science behind the journey quite as much, not quite understanding or in their power to manifest completely. But keep working on it, because you're doing a good job. Just explaining the two different groups that we're talking to here. The masculines are listening to their higher self. They know that the divine feminine is there. They're very alert to it, very keen. You see how he's like, his senses are up, like, I hear her, you know, like he hears his telepathic communication coming from her, but he knows she's not there in front of his 3D eyes. Very much starting to understand the difference between just a hunch and that it's actually his intuition and spirit guides speaking to him. Understanding those and seeing the difference with those synchronicities and the numbers all of a sudden and the songs that play repeatedly, that are finally realizing that, you know, that bird that they see in their backyard is a sign from their spirit guides, right? Perhaps ancient or loved ones that have passed on. Ancient ones. Some are other spirit guides around them, giving them synchronicities. So I was trying to hear the channel and the dog's horn. Which for some could be a sign. Let's see more. I think I woke him up. So the masculines are also working on solar plexus, trying to get the courage back up, trying to, it's a long journey that they feel like, you know, as a chameleon, they're always trying to blend with the situation to keep peace, perhaps, or this group, not so much an actual chameleon, but you know how a chameleon will blend in with the color of the shades or the color of the desk or, you know, the grass. They change colors to the situation. And for some, these masculines, perhaps they're trying to do the same in their environment, especially if they're still with a karmic or negative energies in their home life. That they have to be one way. And we saw this in yesterday's readings for the what you have to face, heal, and release, right? Was the fact that they're having to be this way over here and be somebody else over here, and then when they're with their divine feminine, they're this way, and having to keep up with that is exhausting, I'm sure. So they're trying to reach in and heal that solar plexus so that they always have that courage, that strength to be their inner self, their true self, and to be true to themselves. Trying to hold on to the passion that they have, especially for the ones that the feminines have pulled back from. Now they're like, where'd she go? Why don't I hear her? Why don't I feel her? It's causing a change. They're not sure what color to be, in the sense of, you know, the chameleon colors. Sometimes they feel like they are losing themselves right now. For many are going through a rebirth, many are transcending, and that as feminines, we know, those of us that have already gone through the rebirth and transcended, some that it's exhausting for one, right? You're always tired that day or that week. That it does take a lot out of you, because you also have to go in and heal anything that's come up, and now they're working on that same thing because they mirror this energy. So what we're feeling is what, you know, they're mirroring our energies. The new moon is also bringing up a lot of, even though the new moon usually isn't associated with being very emotional, this typical, no, not typical, this new moon today is drawing down on a lot of emotions. It's near the year's end, and it's we're ending in cycles. So it's causing a lot of emotions, almost like waiting for the last curtain to draw, the last shoe to drop. So it's causing a lot of emotions in the masculine's energy. Anything else? Okay, I think we're good on that. Give us the 3 rows. What's coming at us in the physical, what's in the mind space, and what's in their mind heart. Oh, geez. Like we need another tower. Towers can be good. I'm not saying they're not always a bad tower. See, it could be a good tower. And there's Seymour again. What's in their brain or headspace? What's in their headspace? Intellect. What are they thinking about? They're thinking about you. I thought I saw another one float. My heart space. Taking these first because I know they. The double energy is supposed to be upright. Is this alright, starting off. This is something they're dealing with today. This is what's in the right before them. What they can see and deal with in the 3D, right? So devil energy breaks through number 6. It's their indulgence, things that they know that they are. Just got chills. The indulgence of alcoholism, gambling for some. Sex addiction or pornography for others. Perhaps it's either in books or internet. But for a lot of them, it's alcoholism. I'm really being drawn to this and the sex. People are really have their eye on this. Outside people are really watching this. For the masculines, they've got their eyes on the masculines regarding the alcoholism, the ones that are overindulging in the alcohol and drugs. There are people outside of yourselves or your family environment that are also watching. And so they're feeling the pressure. Perhaps if someone's caught them at work, or they could have gotten pulled over for DUI. Whichever the case, there are a lot of eyes on them regarding this condition, and same with the sex addictions and pornography. There's a lot of the snake energy here. So like look a little too real today. the third eye is open. They know that they can see, that they are realizing their pineal gland is opened and their third eye has recently had, like, during an awakening or partial awakening, where they're seeing with their third eye and are able to manifest. They're listening to their higher self, and through their crown chakra. Their crown chakra is starting to open. They're getting those aha moments, like we said. They're recognizing these signs and synchronicities. They may not quite understand as of yet the masculines this is. Why? But the alcoholism in the sex addiction doesn't have to just be the masculines. That could be the divine feminines or the masculines. We all have things we overindulge in. Sometimes it's coffee, it could be gambling, it could be watching too much tarot all day. But it's just something that's not necessarily healthy for you. For someone, it's I can never think of that word. The not Kama Sutra, but you know, the sexual, I don't know, like sex games, sex play, where it's you time bondage type stuff in this bedroom. For some, I'm getting that they have an addiction to that, put it that way. The visuals are there. Which could be why these snakes look so, their fangs are just there dripping with their venom, just waiting to sink their teeth into it. Like they're really craving this energy right now, very sacral chakra energy coming through. I wish I could talk this morning. Wow. Tower moments. Alright. So this is regarding home situations. Again, we mentioned where the masculine is having to be multiple personalities, or you know, be this way for that person at that house, this way at work, this way with their divine feminine, and so forth. And this is bringing a tower down in their home front, a faulty foundation, being thrown, somebody's being thrown out of their house here because the foundation was not stable. Something, a message came in via electronic, or someone seen something electronic. They broke the code, they cracked the code. Oh, your phone has a code on it. Maybe your karmic broke the code to get into and saw messages from someone else, or from people you were texting that wasn't clear, you know, didn't want them to see. So they're being thrown out of the house in that situation. For others, perhaps they were caught in the act or with them downtown. Some, it's a workplace issue. Some people are losing their job. Tower moment's going to be different for everybody as to what it is in your life, but this tower moment is real, and it's moving things along. It was, while it's going to hurt, it's going to like not feel, you know, obviously when we go through them, they're not the best, most fun, but they are for our highest good. And perhaps we won't see that it was better for the best for you until, you know, later after you've healed from it, and then you'll realize, well, I'm glad I'm out of that situation. Alright, so the Knight of Cups here is the divine masculines are the runners that are in their emotions, especially with the moon energy here. Coming up out of that emotion just over and over. It's like riding the wave. They just feel like it's emotional after one emotion after another, just being triggered with emotions. They just can't seem to get a grasp of it or control of their emotions right now. But they are feeling overwhelmed with emotion and love. They are trying to rise above it. They just don't want to see it. They don't want to face it. They're going to take the leap of faith. The Fool card is here. They're trying to take the leap of faith. For some of them, they're going to be coming in with some baggage. They may come in with some of their devil energy still attached and have to work on it. They may not be in the truly aligned when they come to you, if they just recently got out of a situation. They may contact you, but the card here is saying that some of the masculines are going to come to the feminine still carrying their baggage, which in reality, who doesn't come with baggage at this point in life, right? But for some, it's going to still have that snake energy, that devil energy attached to it, still trying to overcome it, but looking to the divine for faith, having faith in themselves that they can do it, taking that leap of faith that they can do it. And as the feminines, we're meant to have mercy on their things that, and we would hope they will for us as well, for anything that the divine feminine carries along, right? Two of Wands. What's in their headspace is the middle row. They feel tied to more than one situation, but their focus is on that divine gift, the divine feminine that the spirits have put before them, or the divine masculine that the divine has put before the feminine. But they do feel tied down, like they can't get out of the situation, although it is an illusion. It's something they've self-imposed on themselves, because clearly they could just unhook these ropes, right? They could just take their foot out of the boot. But what they're tied to is not growing. It's not of any use. It's dead. It's just, it's just the old stump there. But they are listening to their intuition and using their belief in this connection. They started looking up the connection, like online, trying to figure this out, the yin and the yang, and what part they play in this. Okay, there's still a lot of, they know that there's still battles in their mind. They're battling themselves, they're battling the karmics, they're battling family members, friends, co-workers over this connection regarding who, supports it and who doesn't. So for some, they're going to friends or family for advice or talking about it, which is just stirring the bee's nest, because they don't understand the connection, so that they're not in support of it. There are some people that are just trying to stir the bee's nest and keep it going, but stand over here like they're innocent. There was one person said they poke in the beehive, but then hide their hands, so nobody sees them, that they're the one that's causing it. And they keep playing this over and over again in their mind, how it could have gone different for whatever this fight was, whatever this issue was. The masculines are playing this over and over again in their mind on what they did wrong, or what they said wrong, or what caused perhaps the feminine to pull back, or that last argument that was stated, whether it be with the feminine or the karmic. But again, we have the moon energy here, the two towers here that have yet to fall. I think they're the only two in my life that haven't fallen. We have to laugh at ourselves sometimes with this, This journey is so stressful some days. But staying on your path, and Spirit has lit the path for us. We know what way we need to go. We receive the messages from the divine, from our spirit guides. We receive the synchronicities from Spirit as well. We know that they mirror us when we are in our emotions. They're in their emotions over there, and they hear us telepathically, and we understand this. But a lot of, over this emotional moon that is occurring, a lot will be said. I'm hearing a lot will be said, so communication is going to be coming in, evidently, for some of you. 8 of Swords, alright, in their mind space, they know that this, sometimes they feel like everything is burning down. That tower might be, like everything is just burning to the ground. Everything they have of value that they feel like they've lost. They feel like every sword has been thrown their way, but this is an illusion. It's self-imposed. They tied themselves up to this. Not saying they caused it themselves. I'm not saying they did this to themselves. I'm saying they're holding themselves. They're self-imposed because their hands aren't tied. Their arms and their legs are, but they could unwrap their hands and untie themselves. So it's like an illusion in their mind that they're stuck, or the feminines are stuck. This is what's in his and hers mind space. So, but since we mirror one another, when one is stuck, usually the other is. If one's in the 8 of Swords, the other might be in the 9 of Swords. And like here, one might be in the 5 of Swords, or Wands, and then this one's in the 8 of Swords. But they're not seeing things clearly. Perhaps they're trying to see it with their 3D eyes, not from their third eye, right? They're not listening to their spirit guides and surrendering and just let go and let things flow. This is something we had yesterday in the messages as well, was we need to allow things to just flow in divine timing and not try to control the situation, not trying to force it to move faster. Whether it's this connection or whether it's, you know, a workplace situation. So these are the things in mind. So to get out of that 8 of Swords, go into meditation mode, surrender to spirit, surrender whatever it is that's concerning you to spirit, and say, I let this go for divine timing, right? And just, and release it. Surrender it. Okay, so what's in their heart space? Their heart space is they feel like they've been stabbed in the back with every one of those swords. Which is probably why they're thinking about it down here, because they're feeling it in their heart space. They're feeling brokenhearted, like they've been killed. And to me, I'm really getting this is actually the darkest before dawn. Just before you get to that gate, you've got to go through the initiation, and then you get pushed through the gate. So this is perhaps the masculines in the heart space feel stabbed in the back, like being torn apart by wolves, left out in the cold. But this is that just before they go through the gate of an initiation to get the rebirth, to transcend to the next level up. Court cases here, so for some they may be leaving this tower where they got thrown out. This may be a court case where the fighting kept going, but then the court said, well, you know, this is the way it's going to be. The court's going to say, you know, you get the kids or you get the house, etc. Things are going to be divided. Some of you may be dividing possessions or materialistic things outside of the court system. Perhaps you are using a lawyer just to help be an intermediate mediator. For some, this might be that indulgence with a DUI. Obviously, there's multiple people in the, that this is going to take, you know, cover. So each person, again, this might be different, a little bit different, but it's still the Hierophant, still like a court's decision is the energy out this card. Something about the court systems, either looking into filing. It's got a lot of anxiety attached to it. A lot of anxiety. Okay, so the Page of Cups. So this is the energy here of being stabbed in the back and everything's falling. Somebody is thrown out of the house. Court systems here. But this is the Page of Cups. The Divine Masculine is ignoring the karmics in the household, or if they're still sharing kids' visitations, etc. Perhaps that's friends and families that are their karmic energy. Could be a workplace that's their karmic energy. It doesn't always have to be another human, right? But he is focused on healing himself. He's meditating. He's going within, studying the science of this connection, and knowing that the divine feminine or divine counterpart, since this could be a feminine, could be, you know, gender reversed, but the connection there with their inner child is being nurtured in the 5D. They feel that emotional connection, that magnetic pull of this connection. Temperance is here to balance things out for the highest good, to heal the situation. It's gotten quite toxic, with starting out with the toxic energy of the devil, getting a lot of healing needed because of that toxic energy. Also with this tower moment, people may be hurt regarding this, not only in the heart space, but you know, if anyone was injured physically. But this card is feeling as though there's a lot of healing that needs to take place emotionally and physically. Some of it is from their childhood. People need to go in and heal their inner child so that things can blossom, so that that sun can come up on the next horizon, on that next gate that after transformation takes place. You have the Emperor here. He understands his position now. He's studied this. He has a lot of passion. It's burning up inside him, a lot of sacral energy, bull energy. The goat here for sexual energy, very much animalistic, ready to charge and take action on this connection. His heart chakra is open. He has a lot of passion, emotional passion. He realizes, Five of Cups, that he's got to leave things behind. This, when he makes that move forward, the passion is just burning up. Spirit is, you know, give him that push out through that next gate. And when they hit that transformation, they're going to see new enlightenment come through. They're going to see it totally different and be like, oh my gosh, I've got to go, and I've got to go now. And they leave things behind, whether it's purple, people, places, and things. They are only concerned about their cup in the divine cup, pouring out emotions. They're going to come to you, pouring out their emotions and desire for a calmer environment, calmer waters. And the Chariot is here. Spirit is sending this Chariot to gather both parties and move forward, because the time is now that things need to move forward with this connection, this divinely guided connection. Spirit is sending it and saying, showing them all the synchronicities in the guidance, throwing them from the rooftop of this tower into this Chariot so that it can move. And for whatever reason, Spirit wanted me to pull a whole pile of cards for messages for you, so I will clarify these and then we'll go to those. Give us a message for the Black Feminine, please. That's for the Black Feminine. If you didn't already watch the videos that were uploaded yesterday, it's the what you need to face, what you need to heal, and what you need to release. Check out those videos. They're channeled messages. So Divine Feminine has to trust, be more open, with openness here, faith. It's a 9 card, respect personal space. Yeah. Personal space reminds me of someone that broke the code. Someone went into someone's cell phone and found messages from either whoever, you know, we could list a number of reasons why they would do this. But you need to respect other people's personal space, it says, and be open. And both parties will open up as you open and trust and have faith in them. It reciprocity, right? It mirrors back and forth to one another. Messages for the masculine, please. And the masculines, you have the renewal card. Renew your faith, renew your stand in this position. This connection, spiritual progress is being taken. Spiritual progression is slow, but have hope and you will have success. It's a number 3 card. So you want, Spirit wants it clarified with these. They're all shuffled anyway, but I'll set them there. Clarify the devil for us, Spirit. We're going to clarify the devil. Clarify the devil, please. greed. Jeez. Okay, we only have... Okay, so right up on the devil energy, the first card that popped up was 3 of coins. Well, sometimes we see this as hardworking. It came out with the energy of greed. And 8 of coins. Just focusing and really working on pentacles, thinking that that's the only thing, like ignoring everything else. Not seeing the light that material possessions are not your abundance that you should be focusing on. Yeah, the greed card. They're filling their cup with the idea of material objects are what will nurture them. Again, this is the devil energy, things that are being indulgent in the indulgence areas. King of coins, again, more coins. Lovers, multiple women, multiple lovers, sex addiction. We've got the snake here, and forbidden fruit is coming up. But temperance is here to balance things with the tower. To make them see their error. And sometimes maybe that DUI might be just that. You know, they might have to spend the night in jail, but that will wake them up to that they have an issue that they need to heal. That would be a rough way to learn, but power, let's clarify. Hang on. Clarify the tower. Clarify the tower. Okay. It's very emotional and immature actions. Greed. Player energy, greed, emotions, turning their back on others around them. And the Page of Wands, still immature, childish actions regarding communication, perhaps colorful communication. So this could be lies and deceit for the tower. Why the tower fell. Knight of Cups, clarify the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups coming in out of the cold, tired of being sneaky, tired of the deceit with the 7 of Swords. So he wants to come in with the 2 of Cups. Nurture one another, equal give and take. You nurture him, he nurtures you, equal give and take, equal emotions, working together as a partnership. Clarify the Fool card, please. Clarify the Fool card. Okay, come on. I swear we're going to use the whole deck. Clarify with all of this. Okay, so the Fool card here is the 0. He found the strength. They are listening to their intuition, their higher self, their spirit guides that are surrounding them to move forward with strength and move forward, take that leap of faith. 2 of Coins, they're going to balance this. They're done juggling, but they're going to balance this and move forward joyfully. The Knight of Wands is here with a communication. I realize this is usually player energy, so you can take that as it is in your situation. However, this Knight of Wands wants to come forward with a very passionate message. While it may have some sacral chakra energy there, it comes from a place of the heart and passion. to his Empress, the Empress that's going to birth the new beginning, the new business together, bring in the harvest that she has planted, the seeds they planted together, so that there's a 6 of coins. They can work on this and have equal give and take. He wants the 10 of cups with her. He wants to be loyal with that passion that he holds. And you come up with the Sun card when he takes that leap of faith. Understanding the quantum physics behind this as well, this connection, but realizing that it's from the stars, and that's what he wants. He wants that 10 of cups with that divine connection. Two of Wands, clarify 2 Wands in the headspace. What are they thinking about with the 2 Wands? Okay, 2 Wands, still feeling tied. With the 9 of Swords, still dreaming or being cautious of the swords that have been thrown. Focusing though on that divine cup, the one that is just, he feels like it's just out of his reach, but he's willing to take that leap of faith and set aside these other cups. Alright, the fighting, 5 of Wands, clarify the fighting. 5 of Wands, what's the 5 of Wands here for? 3 of Wands, making that decision, making that choice, went to friends and family for conversation or opinions, like we said. This is also sometimes gossip about it, because you ask someone at work perhaps and then everybody starts gossiping about it. But this is the 3 of Wands. It was about the choice you have to make. You have 3 women to choose from, or 3 men to choose from. And you had to choose one, and this man's standing here waiting for his ship to come in, but his hand is not on the bond yet. He has not chosen yet. Knight of Cups, he is in his emotion, trying to make this decision. Clarify the Moon card. I'm going to move these over for a minute. Moon card. The Moon card. Wait, it flipped. You know that it's in this communication that's coming forward in this Moon energy. The passion, the tears that have fallen, the emotion that's come up, things that have come up from the bottom of your soul, you've cried about, but the new beginning, that's putting an end to the old cycle. A new cycle begins with the World card. It is divine timing, and you're ready to celebrate as you move forward in this new cycle. Clarify 8 of Swords. Clarify 8 of Swords. With a 10 of Swords, an ending to the stabbing in the back, realizing that that is not for your highest good. Temperance was here to balance that out. Okay. First I'm going to do what's in the heart space, 10 of Swords. Heart space, 10 of Swords. Have faith. Have faith that this is the end and the new cycle begins. The world is here. The new cycle is here. This is about transformation. So have faith. Go through that gate. Take the transformation. Judgment was here to raise. It's a soul rebirth with judgment. And it's on the Hierophant. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Who's he choosing? The Magician. Page of Cups is here. He has all the tools within him to manifest this new beginning. So he has the faith, and he knows that he's had this rebirth, and then goes to the Page of Cups, nurturing himself to rest and nurture, because he's seen during this rebirth, during the transformation, he now does have faith and sees that he has the power to manifest that connection. Temperance, spiritual, temperance. Six of Cups, that equal balance, give and take, this new beginning. It's also someone from your past, but is on this journey, you've spent many lifetimes together. Four of Coins, here comes out perhaps there's a little bit of greed still coming out, but in the end it's also working on his pentacles for balance, for a stable foundation. The Emperor, clarify the Emperor. Also the Knight of Swords coming in his truth. With the Eight of Wands, moving communication coming forward. And the Tower. Tower is Spirit throwing him once again to realize that he has to leave things behind and take the Chariot and move forward. To your Star. The Star card is here. You know, and you can see in the back of this, there's a tower that had fallen, but she rises above that. She lights the way so he can be shown the light, shown the way out of the darkness, to bring him up out of the darkness. To the Chariot. Clarify Chariot. Clarify Chariot. Not that we need to clarify it, but anything else about the Chariot? Clarified Moon energy. She's now nurturing herself. They know that they are tied together with a cord from the divine. They know the science behind the journey of this connection that keeps them tied together delightfully. And clarified with the Chariot card, following the light so the Chariot can move forward. I'm going to set these here. Okay, Spirit. What messages did you have for the Divine Feminine? What message did you want for the Divine Feminine? Wisdom. Do study, research, have wisdom about this light that is shining, and be loyal to this with loyal wisdom, but also I'm getting this as regarding your mission, your soul purpose. Follow the light to your soul purpose, teach others, help heal others. Spirit, for the masculines, please. What message did you have for the masculines? Yes, divine timing, the waiting game. It's about divine timing so that things can grow, so that the roots can seep in and be nurtured, and that way it will bear to fruition. Things may seem out of balance, but they're exactly as the divine wants them to be at this moment in time. Okay, message that you wanted for the divine feminine, message you wanted for the feminine. Angel of guidance, a renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. So yes, for those of us that have pulled back our energy, right, focusing on our growth, our mission, our soul purpose, to allow our masculine to heal over there, deal with what he needs to, take care of that, right? A new direction will, and passion for that purpose will soon manifest. It's like saying have hope. God, the underworld, God of the underworld, something which no longer serves you is about to end. Okay, so for those of you that haven't pulled back, if it feels like all of a sudden there was a cold slash or ending to a connection, then realize that something will soon manifest after that. But an ending is the Tower moment for new growth. Remember, it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. And that triggers or tower moments are our blessings so that we can go within and heal ourselves so that we can be in union with ourselves. Angels of families. The angels surround both of you and your family at this moment. Beautiful. If I sound like I'm hurrying, it's just because I want to get this done within an hour, and I'm almost there. Angel of finances. Honor and give thanks to the blessings that you are about to receive. Amen. And that goes well with that card right there, right? So, angel of abundance. A steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. That's beautiful. Remember, abundance isn't always financial, so don't be greedy thinking materialistic. Abundance comes in friends, family, work offers, love, and money. Goddess of beauty, you are a wondrous being of light. There is nothing to change or fix. Yes, you are beautiful the way you are. And you should be loving your counterpart the way they are. Accepting them with a merciful heart for the things that have happened or occurred through the connection. And I know that's sometimes easier said than done, but I'm right there with you, so I wouldn't say it if I haven't done it. Messages for the Divine Feminine Spirit. Divine Masculine. That's all we got time for, Spirit. So feminines and masculines. Okay, the Earth Keeper. So nurture the earth, plant a tree, plant a fairy garden, but go walk outside and remember that as you raise your vibration, also heal the earth. Send high vibrations down to Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. This is the number 9 card, almost a completion. Earth Keeper. Do your spiritual dance. Raise the vibration by dancing. You can sing to yourself in your yard, in the shower. The Spirit wants you to raise the vibration and help heal the Mother Earth. Plant trees and walk in the nature. For the masculines, you are coming to a completion of a cycle, a divine cycle. You are a divine being. Look to the east and see what you ought to have to heal, and go within and heal it, and then go to the south and ask gods of the south and of the fire, what is burning in you, what is burning down, what do you need to heal, and then to the west of the emotions, what do you need to heal, and of the north of the mind and of the earth, what do you need to heal, and complete this cycle so that you can transform, so that you can, because after you've transformed there will be a rebirth of your soul, so a death to your soul and a rebirth taking place shortly here. That's the number 9 card as well. You're near completion, probably this coming week or weekend, if you go within and heal what needs to be healed. I'm going to leave you with this. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.